Okay, this video is about replacing these shut-off valves. This one's underneath a toilet that I'm replacing. This is a rental property, and when I replace the toilet, I like to replace these valves because they usually look like this. They're all corroded and gunky, and sometimes it's a bit of a chore to get these things off. I'm going to replace it with these quarter turn valves, which work a lot better than the kind where you twist and twist and twist. And of course it's new and clean, so it looks a lot better as well. When you do this kind of project, the first thing you want to do is cut the water off to the house. Now, I have done that from the main water cutoff, and now I'm draining the water from the line. So I've got a bucket here to catch the water. You want to do that, catch that water before you start trying to take it apart, because you'll make a mess from just the water that's in the line, even if the house water supply is turned off. So drain that water out first. While we're waiting on this to drain, if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever there's a new project video posted. It really helps out the channel to subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. I appreciate it. To take this valve off, you need to hold one wrench on the nut itself and another wrench on the valve and turn them against each other until you get it to release, and then just unscrew it. It may be difficult if it's been there for a long time, but with the appropriate effort you can get it off of there. Here you can see that this pipe coming out is PVC or CPVC. I was expecting copper. I've never actually seen a compression fitting on a PVC pipe, but that's what we've got here. And it's been there for 35 years, so I'm going to put the same thing back in. If it leaks, then I'll convert it to a glue-on valve or a shark bite valve. Okay, this is the tool we're going to use, a compression sleeve puller or a Ferrule puller. And I've made a little segment here to show you what the purpose of this tool is. These things are a lifesaver. Okay, to show you what's going on here, this is the old valve I've removed from the wall. You can assume this copper pipe here is the pipe that I expected to be coming out of the wall instead of that CPVC. But once you get this removed, you can see there's this ring right here. This is called a ferrule or a compression sleeve. Normally it would be up a little further, but it's bent from me taking it off. So once that ferrule has been compressed on this pipe, it's a bear to try to get off. You can use your pliers and pull on it and try to get it off, but you don't want to bend this pipe, because then you can't make a new compression fitting on it. So instead of fighting with it with a pair of pliers, the purpose of this puller is to pull it off nice and easy. So you take the old valve off, you screw this tool, and then you turn the handle, and it actually pulls that ferrule completely off the pipe. That's the goal that you're after. So this tool is a lifesaver. Trying to get this ferrule off is a bear. Usually, sometimes you can get lucky and it'll fall right off, but most of the time it's a bear. So this is the purpose of this puller. Okay, so just like we did in the demo there, we'll apply this compression puller to the pipe, screw the nut onto it, which puts the ferrule between the tool and the nut, and then you just turn the handle and it will pull that ferrule off easily and without damaging the pipe. Now, as we're doing that here, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and I'd appreciate your support. As we turn here, I'm trying to hold the pipe steady because it is a PVC pipe. You don't want to break it by bending it too much. But you just turn the handle on the end and it slowly pulls that compression ferrule right off the pipe quickly and easily. It's so much nicer than trying to pull it off with a pair of pliers. You know, you're at an awkward angle close to the floor anyway, or under a cabinet if you're doing a sink valve. So this is so much easier than trying to fight with a pair of pliers and trying not to damage that pipe as you try to pull that ferrule off. And if it's been there for a long time, it's gonna be stuck. So the link for this puller is in the description. This is a really easy way to make replacing these valves not such a day-long job. Okay, sorry about the flicker there. I was trying to add a little light to it. To install the new valve, you basically just reverse the process. You'll put the wall plate on to cover up the hole. You'll put the nut on, and you'll notice here I started to put the ferrule on first, which that won't work. You've got to put the nut on next, and then the ferrule, like this. And then you can hold the valve up to the nut and screw it in. You want to try to hold that ferrule in position a half an inch or a little more back from the edge of the pipe so that you're not close to the edge of it there. But basically, you just connect the valve and the nut, screw them together, and then tighten it up quarter turn, half turn with your wrench. You don't need to overdo it. A compression fitting, if it's too loose, it'll leak, and if it's too tight, it'll leak. So you don't need to overdo it. Just get it good and snug, and that will work fine. So basically what I'm doing here is just kind of positioning that nut against the ferrule and against the valve, and then I'll hold it with two different wrenches and tighten it up. And once you have your wrenches in place, give it a good snugging. Try not to tighten it too much. Turn your water back on and check for leaks. You see, I'm not using really large wrenches here. These are like 4 or 6 inches wrenches. That'll keep you from applying too much torque. And there you go. Nice new shiny chrome valve, no rust. It's a quarter turn valve instead of the twist turn, which never worked very well. Pretty simple job when you have the right tools. The right tool for the right job always makes a big difference. So we turn the water on, doesn't leak, so we're good to go to start installing the new toilet. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this video useful and maybe will help you out with a project of your own. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos. And come on back next time, and hopefully we'll have some more projects that might be a useful learning experience for you. Thanks again.